Is this the professor, quote unquote?
No,
okay,
we'd be going.
We all know that you are the professor. And
professor's real. I talked to the professor last night. I had a good conversation with him last night.
Sure you did. Give me his phone number. Let me call the professor.
Laughed. I'll give him your number and he'll call you.
Okay, sure.
Is that fair?
Unknown number shows up on my phone. It's just you. Is Leon there? This is the professor. Like, come on, Jonathan. Knock it off. This isn't Jonathan. I'm a professor of, looks around the room. Football, looks around the room. Computer. Football computers. Yes, I'm a professor of football computers at the university.
You're still looking around the room.
Around the room.
You need more stuff around the room, man.
They've been best friends since the ripe old age of 10, but kinda lost touch with each other after high school's end. Reconnected in their 20s and raised a little hell. Not so much that either ended up in a cell, but me, oh my, oh lordy, now they're in their 40s and they're still as thick as thieves in a gang. Life is sometimes happy, sometimes sad. Here's how two best friends grew up and became best dads.
I didn't think we would get to 25.
You didn't?
I didn't think.
Why not?
I don't know, man.
Who did you think would quit first, me or you?
You.
I know. I get it. Me too. That's who I think.
But I think
but that's only based on all the data and facts that we've gathered throughout my life.
Like if it was anybody else, I probably would have quit this a long time ago. Just
no
done
shit.
It. But
it's a podcast
right.
about nothing.
But we talk.
We enjoy talking to each other. That's the only reason we recorded this.
Right. So it's like it sort of works. Like this may be the longest thing that. I mean, it could be. I don't want to put pressure on it. It could be the longest thing that you and I ever do in our life. Like think about all the things that you and I have done, started, accomplished, finished. Right.
For the listeners at home, that's Jonathan's wife's name. They've been together 11 years. 11 years?
She knows that, though. Yeah, 12.
Okay.
No, 12 years. But
12
she
years.
is very
Good
worried.
catch. That was a test. She told me to do that.
I know.
I didn't tell you. Did I tell you? Like, yeah, our friendship's been going on a long time, right? And I have another friend who has a buddy. They've been friends for a long time.
Okay.
And there is a movie coming out about them and their friendship.
Oh, no, you did tell me about.
If somebody made a movie about our friendship, what portion of our lives would it be from, and who would play us?
That's tough. I think that you would have. What would be interesting right out the gate is that there would need to be a guy that would play us with and without hair. Is the thing. Like we got to find the. So I mean, like Bruce Willis.
But Bruce Willis is too old.
Help me out. No. But I'm just saying, like we would need. They do all the stuff with the camera now, though, where they can all the.
Well, who would you want Bruce Willis to play you?
I'm not. No. I'm not. No, I don't want Bruce Willis. I haven't thought about this at all. I asked Lana this. I actually asked Lana.
For the
this
listeners
the
at home,
day.
Lana is Jonathan's wife.
Right.
I'm going to say that every time you say her name. You got to make catchphrases.
Yeah.
I'm just
Zinger.
Go on.
Say it. What could you say? You could say you just got bested, dad. You just got dad. You just got daddy. You just.
Oh no, we're not going to say you just got daddied. No, sir. That is not our catchphrase.
You just
that
got
is something
BD'd.
else. BD'd? No, that's probably something else too.
No, if we
It
just,
doesn't have
we
to
say
have
at the
best
end,
dad
if you know
in
what
the
I mean.
catchphrase, man. That's the thing.
I think
Like,
it does. You just
McDonald's
got, right.
doesn't have
BD'd.
McDonald's. I'm loving it. It's not like
You just,
it's just I'm loving it, and you know
you
that's
just got
McDonald's.
a big giant.
You've been daddied.
It's catching on already.
Ugh,
All right,
it feels gross
it does
coming out
feel
of my
gross.
mouth. You've just been daddied.
That's so. This is fun
It
show.
fits on a
already.
mug,
All right.
though.
20.
It
Yeah.
fits on a mug.
Best dads on one side, you just got daddied on the other. Going back to the movie role thing. So I asked Lana this.
For the listeners at home, Lana is
Two things, man. I don't want to undercut myself in the looks department on this because it's not about acting
Okay.
chops. It's on the looks, right? And so I don't want to undercut myself, but I also don't want.
well. You want a good actor too,
Right, yeah, but I also don't want to, get ridiculous with this. You know
No,
what I
I hear
mean?
you.
Like either, I want to be realistic. So I asked Lana.
For the listeners at home, Lana is
She told me Ryan Gosling, okay, to play me
okay.
when I was younger.
Okay,
So
that's not bad.
it's not bad, but I mean, it's
That's
definitely
pretty
not
good.
me now because she said
No.
whenever I was younger, and then she said Ben Affleck, older.
Okay,
And I said, well, he's got
That's
hair.
a-
And she said, well,
that's
he
a
can-
bold
he can shave
choice.
it. So that's what she said. I don't know. That's what she said. And I'm not
afraid to
I mean,
ask.
I don't have a thought. I didn't ask
I
her
don't
about
want to
you.
know. No, I don't
didn't
mean
ask
from
her. We
her.
didn't get
I
that
just
far.
mean in general.
You don't
know.
want to know who would play you?
I guess you'd have to get like a.
I'm trying to think. Honestly,
Young Brad Pitt.
I would say a young
That's dating myself.
Dustin Hoffman. Young Dustin Hoffman.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Dustin Hoffman.
absolutely.
Why? Because
And
he's a.
I mean, he just reminds me of you, younger. But
Okay.
whenever he was younger.
Oh,
and then
you
you
talking
also
about from
younger.
Rain Man? That's not nice.
No, man. But I mean, we were going to go to Vegas. I could have dressed you up in a suit. I could have been in a suit as well. Oh, maybe I'll be Tom Cruise. I'll be Tom Cruise. You be Dustin Hoffman.
Oh, of course. It's always that. It's like you're Tom Cruise. I'm fucking with Anthony Edwards. I got to be Goose. You're Tom Cruise. I'm what's another Tom Cruise movie? I'm Nicole Kidman. It's Eyes Wide Shut.
All right, Dustin Hoffman. And then who would play you older, though?
I would hope
We're gonna need.
they would get like a Stanley Tucci.
Who is that? Who is
Stanley Tucci,
that? I don't know who that is.
famous bald actor.
I'll have to Google him.
Google him. You've seen him in 1,000 things. Did you ever see?
What's
this
his
is
name?
my
Stanley
favorite.
What?
Stanley Tucci, Tucci, I believe.
I got
Did
it.
you ever
I'll throw it
see?
up.
No, my favorite Stanley Tucci role.
Oh
is,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
You know exactly who he is.
Yeah.
It's what is it called?
Oh, and he's
Jesus.
5'8". How tall are you?
5'8.5".
Okay, this works.
I just have to work out a little bit. I could play myself as Stanley Tucci.
Yeah, he looks tall though.
Yeah, it's because he's good looking and he's slender and he works out.
He's got glasses. Hey,
He's
you
got
have glasses.
I'm telling you, man, Stanley Tucci. He's a brilliant actor.
Maybe you could learn karate.
I think you're wrong about Dustin Hoffman. Young me could have been played by, and I heard this a bunch when I was a kid. From the time he was in 30 Rock from the Sun. What's the kid's name? What's his fucking name?
Oh! You know what? You're right on this. Gordon, what's it? Gordon?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
Yeah, him. I always heard that, especially when he had the long hair when he was a kid, because I had the long hair. They'd be like, "You look like
Yeah,
you got
I
the Third
will-
Rock from the Sun."
You know what? I will retract that and go with him.
Yeah, him younger. Stanley Tucci older. Because something happened, man. Something bad
Wait, what do you
wrong
mean?
happened.
Wait, what do you mean something happened?
Between the time of Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Stanley Tucci.
Oh.
That's the movie. That's where the movie is.
Yeah.
Right there in the middle. Where you can see sunlight through your hair. Did you ever see Looper with Joseph Gordon-Levitt? Where he becomes Bruce Willis. Joseph Gordon-Levitt plays a young version of Bruce Willis. And he's like losing his hair throughout the movie, you know?
I didn't see that movie, but I know what you're talking about.
It was good. You should see it. Are you drinking anything?
Yeah, I'm drinking coffee.
Yeah,
what are you
too.
drinking?
Coffee.
I know.
It's morning time.
It is morning time. 10:30 Central Standard Time for those listening on the East Coast.
Yeah.
We're in Central Time, so.
But probably not when they're listening.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got to wait an hour. All right, so this is what the situation is, though, in Vegas. A lot of places, like for you to get an open bar and food, like kind of just for the whole game, right? To basically have a Super Bowl party, but you're in Vegas, okay? It's
Vegas,
basically, baby. Yeah. It's basically $200, okay? It's $200, and it's expensive. It's kind of
to watch the game
$250
on TV?
To watch the game, yeah, on a big giant thing, right? And you get like your own seat, depending on the place. You know, you get drinking food packages.
This is $200 a person or $200 for four people?
No, $200 a person. Okay,
damn, Sam.
I know. So,
are the football players going to show up and sign autographs
after the game?
Is Dave Chappelle going to do a set?
No.
Does it come with a COVID test? Maybe that's part of it. Because that's like the Chappelle when he's doing like shows out in Texas and stuff. Your tickets are like $150, $200 a person. You can buy in like groups of four because they're at like tables. It's like 4, 6, or 8, and that's the only way you can purchase tickets are in those lumps. And it's like that much a person because it includes a 15-minute COVID test that you have to pass before they let you in. And you put your cell phone in like this pocket that you can't open until the end of the show. It's like magnetically closed till the end of the show.
Mm. All right. So strip clubs right now in Vegas are essentially closed, right? Because of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
But they have sort of rebranded themselves because a lot of these strip clubs, and I know we talked about strip club in a previous episode that had like a buffet and all that stuff, right? But there are strip clubs in Vegas that really do act as, I mean, they've got like 5-star restaurants in them and stuff. Like it's kind of crazy, like some of the stuff that they do. The real interesting thing is the fact that it's the same price as if we were to go to like a sports bar or something, and it's an open bar with premium liquor and like all these food options and stuff. And like me and Leonard look at each other, we're like, well, that's a good deal. And it's like you get picked up in a limo. Like it's very
at the strip club.
Yes, at a strip club. And I mean, we've been in strip clubs before. Those seats are pretty comfortable. And like we were talking and like we're older and stuff. And like, I don't know about you, but I don't like sitting in like a high top hard seat for 4 hours watching a football game. Like I would rather be on a couch type setting. And those chairs are so fluffy sometimes at these strip clubs. You know what I'm talking about, man. Like they're comfortable
I've never
chairs.
been in one. Are they
Shut
nice?
up, man.
I never
They're
sit
real
down.
Nice.
I'm always up there dancing, you know? They don't let us sit in the chairs with the customers. Guests, excuse me.
Anyway. So we were thinking, well, you know what? That's not bad. Like, it's not bad. It's about the same price. You get picked up in a limousine. You get this, you get your own whatever VIP table, and it's open bar, everything just like everything else. Oh, the other thing, they've got huge TVs, like these huge giant TVs there, like 120-inch TVs or whatever. And like we all know that sound system in a strip club is really good. And so I don't know, man.
Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and stuff. Yeah, they're great.
So you think that's a bad idea?
Oh no, I don't think it's a bad idea at all. You gave a pretty good
the people that we presented it to, they thought it was a bad idea.
Really?
they responded.
That sounds fine to me.
Anywhere else but there.
Is this the professor, quote unquote?
No,
okay,
we'd be going.
We all know that you are the professor. And that's alternate ego.
No, professor's real. I talked to the professor last night. I had a good conversation with him last night.
Sure you did. Give me his phone number. Let me call the professor.
Laughed. I'll give him your number and he'll call you.
Okay, sure.
Is that fair?
Yeah, sure.
You don't believe
unknown
me
number shows up on my phone. It's just you. Oh, is Leon there? This is the professor. Like, come on, Jonathan, knock it off. This isn't Jonathan. I'm a professor of looks around the room. Football. Looks around the room. Computer. Football computers. Yes, I'm a professor of football computers at the University of...
Still looking around the room.
Around the room.
You need more stuff around the room, man.
Yeah, I love this guy.
If the professor
I'd love
was going,
to meet him.
You're gonna
if he was going,
he's awesome.
You just put the costume in your... No, put the costume, the professor costume that you change into, put it in your, like, hide it in your suitcase. And then when people are like, oh, Jonathan, I thought the professor was coming, be like, yeah, me too. I'm going to go look for him. And then you go run upstairs, go change, come back down, be at a slot machine. And then, like, look over and be like, oh, hello, everybody. And they're like, oh, God, Jonathan just went and looked for you. And he's like, really? Well, let me go find him. And you go run back upstairs and you change back into John. Yeah.
This would be...
You're like Mrs. Doubtfiring.
That's what I was about to say. It would end up like a Mrs. Doubtfire thing where I'd get...
Yeah, and you leave, like, the professor mustache on one time. When you come back, you're like, hey, guys, I couldn't find him.
Why would you assume the professor would wear a mustache? He does not wear a mustache.
Okay, I don't know. Fake beard. I don't know what you're wearing. Prosthetic face. You leave the nose on.
For the record, though, the professor is very real.
Okay, sure. All right. I'm not doing this anymore.
If you believe. No, he's real.
Sure.
I'll prove it somehow, some way. I'm going to prove it to you.
I'm going to put him on the phone right now. Hold on 1 second. Hey, professor, come over here. Oh, what are you doing? No, yeah, Leon wants to talk to you. Okay. Oh, hello? Yeah, just talk to Leon. He's going to talk to you for a second. Oh, hello, Leon. How are you?
This
Nobody buys your bullshit anymore.
Best Dads is brought to you by Fifth Street Social Club. FifthStreetSocial.com.
Ah, shit. I wanted to hit it with you.
That's okay. You did it. You want to do it again?
No, it's fine.
No?
I had a McRib the other night. Have you had one of those?
I've had one. They're just so damn messy, man. It's unnecessarily messy.
I don't know. I enjoyed it. It tasted like a burger from school.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's absolutely what they were.
It's like a smashed patty of some meat origin, and then you just put the barbecue sauce all over it. Because they had barbecue sauce.
I remember, like, it. I mean, dude, lunch cafeterias, man, like, it really does feel like prison. Like, it just does. Like, it feels like prison.
What if I pose this question to you, or this
is going to get
scenario
deep,
to you? Huh?
Is this going to get deep?
Tell it to.
Not deep, but like, what if, like, a lot of people believe school is just setting you up to work in like the workplace,
Right,
memorization, counting, remembering dates, remembering things like that. It's not really teaching you how to live life. It's not. They never teach you how to like balance a checkbook. They don't teach you about finances. They don't teach you about. I mean, when you get into high school, you get some like woodworking and stuff like that, but they don't teach you like
changing though. I do think that that's changing in a lot of places. But go ahead. I mean, to your point,
like a more
though, you're right.
Like a more forward-thinking learning system. You're saying?
Well, yeah. Well, and here's the thing. Like I know at the local high school here, like they have and run their own coffee shop. They run their own pizza place. They have a television broadcast studio that they run.
But I also read that too. I read a thing of like they push for college. Like everybody pushes for college. Like most high school guidance counselors, they push for college. They don't push for like trade schools or like certificate schools where you can learn like an
skill.
Yeah, like engineering or something like that.
Right.
And actually make money coming out of school.
Right.
So these kids, they end up going to like college, and then they end up and they use this specifically as an example, where they end up being like a manager at a restaurant, and they should have been an engineer. And it just made me, I was like, wow, that's a fucking profound, like. So it is just like the school system is just building people to run the operations that keep major corporations in business.
A hamster wheel of sorts.
Yeah, sort of. And then, like, I can understand that school cafeteria lunch would appear to be like prison because they also do need to fill those prisons, especially the for-profit prisons, to, like, build things for, like, corporations. Like, that's how they get some of the skilled labor or unskilled labor that they need for, like, corporate products, come through the prison system, or they come through, like, foreign entities. Anyway, this isn't a political podcast. Where did we launch from? The McRib.
Yeah, Jesus
The
Christ.
McRib brought us to this. Jesus Christ. It is evil.
I told you it was messy, man.
I will not have another McRib, my friend.
I told you it was unnecessarily messy.
Perfect. Oh my God, that was perfect.
Should we do 1 stars? You have 1 stars?
Honey, you are my shining star. Don't you go away.
I do have some 1 stars.
I thought you saved some from the last time.
I did save some.
Because you didn't want that because you had like a trilogy or something you said?
Yeah, I do. I have a gas station trilogy.
All right. So look, let me do mine first. That
Okay,
way
you do
you can
yours.
do yours.
Or cut it out if they're terrible.
So this was a review for Crazy Horse 3 Gentlemen's Club in Las Vegas.
Holy shit, you're going to Crazy Horse 3? You're not even going to the first one?
Got to skip straight to the top.
Oh, you don't...
Straight to
Are
the
you
top.
going to... Will I understand Crazy
Or
Horse
is this
3
the
if I
third
haven't been
best
to
one?
Crazy Horse 1 and 2?
No, they say you could jump right in, that they're all
okay.
independent of each other.
Oh, shit. Sometimes you got to keep your hands to yourself. That's wild. Vegas,
right,
baby.
So, I don't know why you guys aren't going.
I know.
So this person's name is enter username, and they say Asian dancer agreed to a price for a service, was paid $220.
Very vague.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was paid $220, immediately needed $75 more. Did not provide the service and talked in my ear about wanting another $300 the entire dance. I would not trust this place with my money again. 1 star.
Response from the manager. Sir, what service did you request? My favorite thing to do, the thing I miss the most in the world, because nobody ever, I think, gives their phone number over the phone anymore, is to just pretend that I'm writing the phone number down in the air. Like, yeah. I'm going to tell them, what was that number again? 8, yeah, 7. Okay.
You make them repeat themselves too to make it.
Yeah.
Wait, hey, slow down.
The worst thing is when they're
down.
like, "Can you repeat it back to me?" Like, no, I cannot. Click.
Like now, it's with emails, like email addresses, and like for me, it's terrible for me because my email address at work is my full name, okay, and then at my company name, okay. So I have to literally, and like, no one spells Jonathan correctly. Like they just don't. There's always an H.
Really?
Or an O. Yeah, very rarely does someone
There is
spell
an H in it.
No, there's not. I mean, there's one.
There's not an H in Jonathan?
There's one H, but I'm talking about in...
Oh, I was like, yes, there is.
I don't
Where
know
do you
how
get
to
the
spell
thin?
my name. No.
Yeah, you spell your name wrong. It's Jonathan.
No
I
wonder
thought it was
things have been-
Jonathan for years.
God damn it, you're not going to cut this out either. That sucks. Okay. All right.
Jonathan Gregory.
No. A lot of people will add an H, like John, right? JOHNATH.
Thin?
AN, or they'll have ON at the end, right? Instead of just JONATHAN, which is the normal way.
But Jonathan is pretty.
Way.
Jonathan is pretty like JONATHAN is a pretty common spelling of Jonathan, and then the short version of that is JOHN. But you don't use that H. Why is that? Because there's not. You just chop off the front John on Jonathan, and that's your name. Because you were the first person I had ever met who was a John, JON.
I was never a John. My nickname was like y'all all called me John, but like I never introduced myself as John. I was like, hey, I'm Jonathan, and you're like, hey, John, fuck you, John. Fucking rub that eraser on your fucking hand, John, or I'm gonna kick your ass. John.
That wasn't me.
I know, but I feel like
I thought you were John Gregory. I thought you went by John Gregory. No? I mean, I know I call you Jonathan, but I didn't know.
Because that's my name. My name is Jonathan. No,
but I thought...
you guys called me John, and I wanted you guys to love me so much that I never said anything.
Jesus. You wait till we're fucking 40?
Yeah.
You should have just waited and had it in your will. Just been like, hey, by the way, guys, it's Jonathan. We're all like, well, why do we call him John?
So this is confusing. I'm Googling right now most common way to spell Jonathan, but I'm spelling it the correct way, and so I don't know what kind of answer I'm going to get. Like, I'm spelling it my way. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to trick
What if we cut
Google.
all of this out because nobody gives a shit?
No, I'm tricking Google.
Okay. I think we're tricking the audience into
So
thinking
this
is a
happens,
show.
No, I don't care. So this is what... So we got to get these kids in school, in the prisons, to learn how to do the email so we can get things rolling in the McRib. Good show.
It was a good show.
Finish your 1 stars, though. I'm sorry, I went on a tangent.
No. I think we have enough.
Okay, we'll
time
save those.
now. We'll save these 1 stars for next time. Sorry, folks, you didn't get to see the gas station trilogy or hear the gas station trilogy.
Tease it. Yeah, that's good to tease it. We'll tease that for next week. Okay.
1-star reviews.
Hey, look, we never do this, and Leon's probably not going to like me saying this, but
I don't.
We
don't
at
know.
Best Dads need your help. We need you to tell your friends about us, to give us that encouragement to keep going, because at any moment this could all go away. And you guys out there listening,
fine.
You guys out there listening,
I have other podcasts.
I know it doesn't feel like that. Hold on, I'm talking to the audience. Leon.
I'm talking to them too. I'm talking for them.
No.
I'm answering you.
I know you at home right now think you don't need us, and you think that we don't serve a purpose, and you don't think that the entertainment is a level of quality that you expect for free. But
oh, I like how you slipped that for free in there. That was kind of a little...
Yeah.
You like oh, what do you want? You want
right.
It's free. You want us to like actually
but
make something...
You're going to miss us if we were to ever
You want
leave.
us to do something of worth for free?
You're going to miss us if we're gone, okay? And make no mistake, we're not going anywhere,
still.
okay? Because we're not going anywhere. But
Yeah, make
we
no
have
mistake.
we have to put a level of threat in there.
It would
to
be a
make
mistake to put a bet on whether Jonathan and I...
We need to inflict just a little level of threat of us leaving so you, the audience, will love us. I think this episode's over.
This episode of our lives?
No. Just 25. We'll get to 26.
Where we're like, hey, you remember when we had a podcast? Remember that episode of our lives?
That's funny.
Yeah, wasn't that during the pandemic? Like, the pandemic. I forgot about the pandemic. Oh, my God. I was thinking about 9/11.
I do like how you put that emphasis on 9.
9/11.
Yeah.
Do old you. Let's talk as old men. Let's sign off as old men. Let's we're saying goodbye to each other as old men. Like you do
really?
old man. Jonathan
is that
voice.
what you want to do?
I'll do. Yeah, it is now.
That's how you want to end the show.
I just want to say we don't have to
as
end
old
it like
men.
this.
Why don't we just wait?
We
and
can
that
record
can be
a whole
our
new
last
episode.
show. Why can't that just be our last show as old men?
Well, let's do a preview of it. Like what do you think it would sound like if old Jonathan and old Leon were doing their last podcast ever?
Podcast? What? That's it. I wouldn't even know what was happening around me. I'd be dead. I'd be so old.
I could see you in the other hospital bed, Jonathan. Grab my hand. Take my hand, friend. I wish you farewell.
No.
And then I pull a knife from the other side.
No, nurse! Nurse! Nurse, Tony's here! I knew it!
Oh, you two split up. You two. No. Oh, there's so much blood.
All right, that was a good last show.
I like the knife.
Oh, man.
I didn't see that coming either, man. It just came out of nowhere.
But
now I know how Stephen King writes.
This is what I do want, though, for our last show. Okay? And I guess we should write this down somewhere. But for our last show...
I'm writing it down.
Okay,
for
good.
Our
right.
last
yeah, in the air. Right, you son of a bitch. All right. So write this down in the air. For our last show, I do want to do the thing where, like, any good sitcom that has a terrible ending, we should make sure to get all the characters together in one last show, much like they did in Seinfeld. I think that's the appropriate way to end things. So, I mean, we're going to need some Tony. Definitely.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Definitely have to get... we got to get Arnold Schwarzenegger there.
I never miss the last episode of my favorite
hang on,
podcast.
Just save it, Leon. Just save it. Okay? I'm just saying we got to get in there. Christopher Walken, for sure. Got to get him back. Okay?
Of course.
And then,
I'd be there.
Yeah, you would.
For your show.
And then we got to get Bill Cosby.
Nathan.
You think we'll be able to get Bill Cosby for the last show?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, man. I'm just waiting on Tony to go, this show sucks.
The neighbor kid. Oh, Mr. Jonathan, thanks for having me on your show. You want to come upstairs to my room and see my posters of baseball mans?
Stop, man. All right.
I got Mickey Mantles.
Okay.
That's how he'd lure you.
Wait, a Mickey Mantle rookie? I'll be right there.
Mm-hmm. It's right underneath my pillow. Go ahead and reach under there. You feel it?
No, man. Come on. This is a good show. It was a good show. It went a little crazy.
It's a great show.
Everything was fine until you mentioned the McRib, and then it just went crazy, man.
I know. The McRib will ruin
But
you.
that's what... Dude, McRib, it makes people crazy, though, man. People do crazy things, like eat it. It's terrible.
They do crazy things like eat it.
Yeah.
I bet people have done crazier things with the McRib. We'll save that, though.
Yeah. All right. Good show, man. I love you.
Yeah, fun show.
All right.
25.
Let's get out of here, man. Stop. All right.
All right,
I'll
man.
talk to you later, man.
All right, dude. Talk to you soon.
All right.